Hey guys, it's Phone Arena. We just got in our review unit for the Apple iPad 2, the successor to last year's model, the iPad. We're just going to do a quick unboxing and just show you a little bit about the packaging itself, what's inside, and of course just give you a little bit of a hardware tour with the device itself. It started going on sale today for $500 for the 16GB Wi-Fi only model, and of course you can choose different ones from the 32GB and 64GB variants. On top of that, you have also the specific AT&T and Verizon models. The one we have here is the 16GB white iPad 2 with the 3G for AT&T. So let's take a look and see what else is inside here. As far as the packaging, nothing much with it. You got the Apple logos on the side just to tell you that it is an iPad. Interestingly enough, it just says iPad, not the iPad 2. You got the other piece of information in the back indicating that's a 16GB and also 3G model. You have all the other serial numbers right there. So open it up. Agree to the iPad 2 itself here. Now the interesting thing about the tablet is that it's 33% thinner versus last year's model, so they really chopped off a little bit of this thickness overall. It measures in at 0.34 inches thick compared to the ½ inch thickness of the previous model. And on top of that, the weight is also chopped down from 25.75 ounces from the previous model to, of course, 21.62 ounces with this model. So slightly lighter, but of course, you're just really nice to see that it's almost like razor thin. So we'll take a look at that in a moment here. So you got the charger here. Let's open it up. So you have the wall charger. You connect it to the wall socket. You connect the USB cable right there. I believe this is also interchangeable, so you can use different adapters for different countries. You have that capability as well. The other stuff in here looks like some documentation. You have the pinhole here, the tool to access the micro SIM card slot on the device, and of course, on top of that, you have your usual set of documentation. Looks like just a little bit of a starter guide here, and just some other information. And of course, it's also fitting to find the Apple decals with it. So you've got that. And finally, you have the cable, the micro USB cable, a 30-pin connector. One end goes to the bottom of the iPad 2, and the top goes to, of course, your USB cable. And that's pretty much it as far as the packaging. Nothing else really. Same thing as last year's model. So that's the device right here. Let's just take a look on what's on the tablet itself. Left-hand side, you have just the slot there for the micro SIM card slot. That's where you put it here. At the bottom, you have your proprietary 30-pin connection port. You also have the notches for the speaker right there. And on the right side, again, we just find the regular volume rocker. Also the vibrate switch. And on top, you have just the power button, the rear camera. You have this area right here for the 3G modem, and you have a 3.5mm headset jack on top as well. And on the front, yeah, I believe it's a VGA camera. But that's pretty much it. We'll take a closer look and a hands-on look at the iPad 2.